Remember the old Vegas? It felt like a fever dream you could actually afford. You'd step off the plane into a world of endless neon. The air buzzed with a unique energy. Crowds packed the sidewalks. The Bellagio fountains danced for everyone. It was a place built on a simple promise. Come as you are, bring what you have, and we'll give you a show you'll never forget. The legendary $5 shrimp cocktail was more than just a cheap appetizer. It was a symbol. The casinos were competing to give you the best experience. That version of Vegas was wild, a bit tacky, and undeniably fun. Today, the sidewalks feel a little emptier. The constant chaos has been replaced by something more curated. Now seems to have a velvet rope at the entrance. It's no longer a scrappy upstart. It's a global luxury brand, and it's acting like it. The city is evolving, but who is it evolving for? A much more limited version for the rest of us. Let's talk numbers. Vegas, once the bargain capital, now charges you to breathe. It starts before the slots. Parking was once a given. Now parking meters and garage fees are the norm. Even a drive down the strip is an expense. It's a signal. Freebies are disappearing, replaced by microtransactions. The sticker shock doesn't stop. That cocktail? It's a $28 line item. The casual buffet has transformed into gourmet dining. Even pool access can come with a fee. Some resorts charge upwards of $100 just to sit by the water. The city's model has pivoted from volume to margin. It's about getting a few people to spend a lot. The resort fee is the perfect example. It's now a mandatory nightly tax. It can add 50% or more to your advertised room rate. It covers things that used to be included. It's a bait and switch, at odds with the old Vegas spirit. The house always wins before you even start playing. You're excluding a huge portion of your former audience. The city is betting big on luxury, but in doing so, it might be alienating the very people who built it. Walk down the strip, and you'll see two different worlds. On one hand, you have the remnants of the old Vegas, classic casinos and street performers. This is the city of postcards, cheap souvenirs, and affordable fun. But this world feels like it's shrinking, overshadowed by a newer, shinier, more exclusive reality. The other world is the Vegas of the future. High-end shopping, exclusive nightclubs, and Michelin-starred restaurants. It's a sophisticated and expensive playground for the global elite. The transformation is physical, with older casinos being imploded for gleaming new towers. The city is trying to be two things at once, and you can feel the strain. Can it be both Sin City and a premier destination for luxury? Let's start with the hotel room. It used to be the hook. Casinos practically gave rooms away knowing you'd make up for it on the casino floor. You could find deals for $39 a night right on the strip. We give you a cheap place to sleep. You give us a shot at your gambling budget. That contract has been torn up. Today, booking a hotel room is an exercise in deciphering hidden costs. The dreaded resort fee rears its ugly head, adding an extra $45 or $50 per night. It feels fundamentally dishonest, a way to lure you in with a low number before hitting you with the real price. Each of these small charges adds up, turning your once affordable hotel stay into a significant financial outlay. A 3-night stay can now easily soar past the $1,000 mark, fundamentally altering the value proposition that made Vegas famous. The culinary landscape of Las Vegas has always been a core part of its identity. For years, the all-you-can-eat buffet was the undisputed king. It was glorious, democratic, and quintessentially Vegas. But that culinary kingdom has been overthrown. A lot of buffets have been permanently closed or morphed into gourmet culinary experiences. The new kings of the Vegas food scene are the celebrity chefs. Their restaurants offer intricate tasting menus and extensive wine lists. It leaves the average visitor out in the cold. The problem in Vegas is that high-end dining seems to be replacing the affordable options. A simple burger, fries, and a soda can easily set you back $30. The city that built its reputation on giving you more for your money now seems determined to give you less. Once, free parking was a Vegas staple, no questions asked, no strings attached. It made casino hopping easy and kept the city open to everyone. But since 2016, paid parking has crept in, turning a simple courtesy into a costly hassle. Now, parking can run you $15, $20, or more valet? Double it. This shift discourages locals and visitors alike from exploring, adding stress and expense to every trip. It's not just parking petty fees or everywhere $10 ATM charges, service fees at the box office, and more. These nickel and dime tactics make guests feel less like welcome visitors and more like targets. The magic of old Vegas, where you felt lucky even when you lost, is fading. Now, you can feel cheated before you even hit the casino floor. The city's open-door policy has been replaced by a paywall, and it's changing the Vegas experience for everyone. Vegas used to offer entertainment for every budget. Free shows, cheap lounge acts, and affordable tickets. Now the focus is on big-name headliners in venues like the Sphere, where even the worst seats cost a fortune. Free spectacles are vanishing, replaced by pricey cover charges and exclusive clubs. The city's entertainment is shifting from spontaneous fun to calculated spending. Families and average visitors are priced out, forced to choose between one big splurge or missing out entirely. The pressure to get your money's worth can overshadow the fun. Vegas is betting that spectacle justifies the cost, but it's a risky move. The legendary buffet of entertainment is now an expensive a la carte menu. For many, the thrill of discovery is gone, replaced by sticker shock. The new Vegas resorts aren't themed playgrounds, they're sleek monuments to luxury. Gone are the days of Roman columns and Venetian canals, now it's all glass, art, and exclusivity. Casino floors are shrinking, replaced by designer boutiques and Michelin-starred restaurants. These spaces cater to a global elite, not the average tourist. Privacy, prestige, and high-end brands are the new currency. Older resorts are scrambling to keep up renovating to attract wealthier guests. The city is shifting from a playground for all to a sanctuary for the 1%. Every detail is curated for those who can pay a premium. The transformation is changing not just the skyline, but the soul of Vegas. The question now is the old Vegas being renovated out of existence. Vegas once echoed with the jingle of penny slots anyone could play. Everyone belonged. Now the soundtrack is thumping club music and the clink of $1,000 bottles. The action has moved from the casino floor to velvet-roped nightclubs. Bottle service and VIP tables have replaced low-stakes fun with high-priced exclusivity. The city is trading crowds of casual gamblers for a handful of big spenders. Social scenes are divided inside the club or outside looking in. The communal spirit of old Vegas is fading, replaced by a stratified high roller culture. The message is clear: everyone's welcome to spend a lot. The rhythm of the city has changed, and so has who gets to join the party. Vegas is now a playground for the rich, not a jackpot for the hopeful. Vegas used to be all about gambling. Cheap rooms, free drinks, and endless slots. Now, non-gaming revenue, hotels, dining, shopping, drive the city's profits. The casino is just background noise for many visitors. Every amenity is now a profit center, not a perk, to lure gamblers. The era of the subsidized Vegas vacation is over. Everything has a price tag. The new ideal guest is a high-spending tourist, not a budget gambler. The city caters to those seeking luxury experiences, not cheap thrills. Traditional visitors feel sidelined as Vegas reorients around wealthier tastes. The infrastructure, the vibe, even the food, all designed for those who can pay top dollar. Vegas is thriving, but for a different crowd. And the old-school magic is harder to find. The old Las Vegas sold a dream of luck, open to everyone. The new Las Vegas is selling something entirely different: exclusivity. The most coveted attraction is access to spaces deliberately kept separate. The allure is about gaining entry, being on the right side of the velvet rope. Status has become the new jackpot, evident in the rise of high-cost experiences. The new Vegas is a master at creating artificial scarcity, turning access into a luxury good. It used to be, will I get lucky? Now it's, can I get in? It fosters social comparison, the antithesis of the carefree escape the old Vegas represented. The average person is increasingly left outside, wondering what happened to the city that once welcomed everyone. Behind the facade of Las Vegas is an army of service workers. For decades, a job on the Strip was a golden ticket to the middle class, thanks to decent pay, good tips, and strong unions. Now, that contract is under immense strain. While prices have skyrocketed, wages haven't kept pace, and tips are less reliable. Automation threatens jobs, putting more pressure on the workforce. Workers are stretched thin, doing more with less, as corporations cut staffing levels. The pride in their craft is being eroded by the relentless demand for corporate efficiency, leading to disillusionment. They don't feel like they're sharing in the prosperity, but instead feel like cogs in an impersonal machine. The soul of the city's hospitality is being tested, and many fear it's reaching a breaking point. Las Vegas used to be remarkably affordable. Beyond the Strip, it offered a low cost of living and reasonable housing. Now, that secret is out, and the bedrock is cracking. As Vegas markets itself as high-end, it attracts wealthy residents, driving up housing costs. Locals are being priced out, and the dream of homeownership slips away. "We're being priced out of our own city" has become a common refrain. The city's boom is making life unaffordable for its workforce, hollowing out its foundation. This divide poses a threat to the city's long-term health. Las Vegas once had a unique sense of community, forged in the desert heat. Built around local businesses, neighborhood parks, and shared culture, it felt like everyone was part of the same project. But now that identity is fraying. As the cost of living explodes, longtime residents are replaced by newcomers. Closures feel like the city's soul getting bulldozed. Locals feel like strangers, as the Strip becomes an expensive hassle. It erodes pride and ownership. Las Vegas is being remade into a generic luxury destination, losing its special character. Can Las Vegas pursue luxury without sacrificing its residents' well-being? The Strip is starting to feel exclusive. But just north lies the city's original heart, downtown Las Vegas and Fremont Street. As the Strip became corporate and sterile, downtown experienced a renaissance, embracing its vintage roots. The vibe is different. Casinos are packed together, creating a walkable, vibrant district. Drink prices and table minimums are more reasonable. Under the Fremont Street experience, find free concerts and chaotic energy. Downtowns become a culinary destination with independent restaurants. It's a reminder of what made the city great, a place that still feels like it's for us. Beating the system has become a new game for the savvy visitor. The first hack is timing. The price difference between a weekend and a weekday stay is astronomical. You don't have to stay on the Strip to experience it. Consider booking a room at a non-casino hotel that's just a block or two away. They rarely charge those outrageous resort fees. When it comes to eating and drinking, think like a local. Venture a few blocks east or west of the Strip, where you'll find incredible, authentic restaurants at a fraction of the cost. Finally, master the art of the pre-game. Buy your own supplies from a liquor store and have a drink in your room before you head out for the night. It's about being a smart traveler, refusing to be a passive consumer. To find the parts of Vegas that are still truly worth your time, you often have to get away from the places designed for tourists altogether. The real soul of modern Las Vegas is thriving in the neighborhoods that locals have built for themselves. The best example is the Downtown Arts District, also known as 18B. Situated between the Fremont Street experience and the Strip, this vibrant neighborhood is the city's creative heart. It's a walkable collection of independent art galleries, vintage clothing stores, antique shops, funky breweries, and unique coffee houses. It's a world away from the corporate polish of the casinos, offering a genuine bohemian vibe that feels authentic and alive. The Arts District is where you can see the city's creative community in action. The highlight is First Friday, a monthly block party where thousands of locals and in-the-know tourists gather to celebrate art, music, and food. The streets are closed to traffic and filled with artists selling their work, food trucks serving delicious bites, and live bands playing on outdoor stages. It's a noisy, joyful, and completely unpretentious event that showcases a side of Las Vegas many visitors never see. Even on a regular day, wandering through the district and exploring its colorful murals and quirky shops offers a refreshing and inspiring alternative to the sensory overload of the casino environment. Beyond the Arts District, seeking out local dives and off-strip casinos can be incredibly rewarding. These are the places where the real people of Las Vegas hang out. The food is cheap, the drinks are strong, and the atmosphere is pure old-school Vegas. You'll find friendly bartenders who have been working there for decades, and regulars who are happy to share stories about the city's past. Visiting these spots isn't just about saving money. It's about experiencing a more grounded, honest version of the city's culture. Places like Frankie's Tiki Room or the Peppermill Fireside Lounge are institutions, offering a transportive experience that is more memorable than any generic luxury bar on the Strip. Ultimately, what's still worth your time in Vegas is anything that feels real. It's about looking past the billion-dollar spectacles and finding the human connection. It's in the passion of a local artist, the craft of a chef at a neighborhood restaurant, or the shared laughter in a classic dive bar. The city's true value proposition may no longer be its cheapness, but its surprising depth and diversity. For the visitor willing to explore beyond the obvious, Las Vegas still offers a rich and rewarding experience. You just have to know where to look, and be willing to leave the tourist trail behind to find the city's still beating heart. Where does Las Vegas go from here? The city is betting the house on a specific vision of the future. Investments include the Sphere and Formula One, designed to lure the world's wealthiest. Las Vegas wants to be a premier global destination, competing with Dubai and Monaco. This high roller strategy is driven by a belief that profitability lies with the few, not the many. But will this bet pay off? there's a danger that in chasing the ultra-wealthy, Vegas could alienate its core audience. Can Las Vegas cater to the global elite without abandoning the democratic promise that made it famous? The entire world is watching to see where they land. As Las Vegas becomes more expensive, it's no longer competing in a league of its own. The city that once offered a unique, budget-friendly escape now finds itself in direct contest with other major American destinations vying for the same tourist dollars. Let's consider a city like Nashville. It has exploded in popularity by offering a vibrant live music scene, a fun and rowdy nightlife on Broadway, and a distinct cultural identity. Crucially, while it's not as cheap as it once was, it often still feels more accessible and less relentlessly transactional than a weekend on the Strip. It offers a different flavor of fun, one that feels more grounded and organic. Then you have a city like Miami, which has long been a competitor in the luxury and nightlife space. South Beach offers a similar blend of high-end clubs, exclusive restaurants, and beautiful people. However, Miami also has a major asset that Las Vegas can never replicate: a beach. For travelers seeking a high-energy vacation, Miami presents a compelling alternative that combines city nightlife with seaside relaxation. As Vegas pushes its prices into the same territory as Miami, potential visitors now have to make a choice. Do they want the desert spectacle or the ocean breeze? The competition is no longer about which city is cheaper, but which one offers a better overall luxury experience. What made Vegas stand out for so long was its unparalleled value proposition. It was an adult theme park where the costs were low and the potential for excitement was high. That unique selling point is eroding. When a trip to Vegas costs the same as a trip to Nashville, New Orleans, or even a weekend in New York City, the decision becomes much more complicated for the average traveler. Those other cities offer their own rich histories, cultures, and attractions. Vegas is no longer the default choice for a guaranteed good time on a reasonable budget. It now has to justify its high prices against a growing list of formidable and appealing rivals. This new competitive landscape puts immense pressure on Las Vegas to deliver on its promise of being a world-class destination. It can't just be expensive. It has to be worth it. The service has to be impeccable, the shows have to be mind-blowing, and the overall experience has to feel seamless and special. With every price hike, the expectations of visitors rise accordingly. If people pay a premium and leave feeling underwhelmed or nickel and dimed, they won't come back. They'll take their vacation budget to a city that makes them feel more welcome, a place where their money seems to go further in creating genuine, lasting memories. This brings us to the ultimate question. Can Las Vegas win back the regular folks? Can it find a way to balance its new ambition for luxury with the accessible, democratic spirit that defined it for generations? The city is at a critical crossroads, and the path it chooses will determine its identity for decades to come. To regain the trust of the average visitor, it would need a fundamental shift in mindset, a move away from the relentless pursuit of short-term profit, and a renewed focus on the long-term value of customer loyalty and goodwill. It's a tall order for a city built on calculating the odds. The first step would have to be tackling the issue of transparency and junk fees. The ubiquitous resort fee, in particular, has become a symbol of corporate greed and a major source of resentment for travelers. Eliminating or at least integrating these fees into the upfront room price would be a powerful gesture of good faith. It would signal a return to a more honest and straightforward relationship with the customer. Similarly, reining in the absurd costs of basic necessities like parking and a bottle of water would go a long way toward making visitors feel less like they are being exploited at every turn. It's about making people feel like welcome guests again, not just walking ATMs. Beyond the fees, the city needs to reinvest in the middle. While the high-end restaurants and exclusive clubs are here to stay, there needs to be a conscious effort to preserve and create more affordable options. This means supporting the mid-tier shows, bringing back some of the better value dining experiences, and ensuring that there are still places on the Strip where a normal person can have a drink without taking out a small loan. It's about rebuilding the something for everyone ecosystem that made the city so resilient. A healthy Vegas needs the $10 blackjack tables, just as much as it needs the high-limit poker rooms. Ultimately, the future of Las Vegas may depend on its ability to remember its own origin story. It was a city built in the middle of nowhere on a wild, improbable dream. It succeeded because it was audacious, generous, and offered an escape that was open to all. The new, corporate, ultra-luxury Vegas is sleeker and more profitable, but it risks losing the very soul that made it magical. Winning back the Everyman isn't about abandoning progress. It's about ensuring that as the city reaches for the stars, It doesn't forget the people on the ground who have always looked up at its neon lights with a sense of wonder and possibility. Like, comment, and subscribe for more travel news and updates.